Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Reese?
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Here's Mensah to throw. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Mensah. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Those who day we'll be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Play action with Underwood. Starts to scramble to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those 2 guys able to link up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell, just put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Marshall. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
give to the back. Crosses to 35. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Darren Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Mensah. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Underwood. catch in the middle. It's Marshall. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Underwood. Safe completion on the screen. Stumbled to the ground.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these DNs are licking their chops. And you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. You just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on third down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a third and long. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throwing, Mensah. Spits it out to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. At the 35, he's loose.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Underwood lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Fighting Irish who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Gets the back moving. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. There's some room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the point after is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Rush is on him.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? And it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, Underwood. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going for the big play. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the delay, it's Fletcher. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught, it's Marsh. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Again, it's Underwood. Looking left. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's Mensah to throw. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. Breaks free, and he just keeps moving. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Mensah shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that went nowhere fast. And 1st down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
Snags it, and he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Working that left side now. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.